Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Michelle. I'm your host, Michelle Hart, your #1 nutritionist and fat loss specialist. This show is all about how to eat, move, and live to have a fit and healthy life. Today's topic is 5 common mistakes most women make when trying to lose weight. You know what? I get it. We're trying to grab the next latest, supplement to lose weight. But really, there are ways that we could lose weight in a different way. I'm going to show you 5 ways, but before I get started, it's going to be a little bit of a different conversation. I'm going to talk a little bit about behaviors that I'm noticing that most women have when they have too much weight that they have on their bodies and they're trying to lose weight. So let's start with the first behavior. The first behavior is you're a people pleaser. You're so used to taking care of everybody else that you're forgetting about taking care of yourself. That is so normal and common. You're a woman, you're a mom, and we're used to taking care of everybody else, but we're forgetting about taking care of ourselves or not even sure how to even do that. So that's the first mistake. Just recognize that that's how you're built. So we need to turn things around and go, wait a minute. The problem is I'm still overweight and this isn't working for me. So the solution is, let's do something like this. I'm going to suggest that if you're someone who does go to work during the day and you come home at night, you have the best intentions to have a meal that is going to make sure that you're not going to gain weight. But what often happens is you come home from the office, you have a hungry family to feed, and you just kind of go, oh, screw it, just give up. Let's just order in, or I'll just cook whatever they like, and your diet's off the rails because you're a people pleaser. So I'm going to make this one solution right now. The first one is when you do cook your meals, cook the meals that work for you, but just add something simple like pasta for the family. This one's a healthy pasta, by the way, because it's fermented, or something like with ancient grains. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have your protein, which is going to help you lose weight. You're going to add some vegetables, which is really good for nutrition. You're going to add a little bit of fat, and then just throw in some pasta for the family. It is so quick to do. So that is the solution to someone who is tired after work. They want to lose weight, but everything falls off the rails. Okay, so that's your first solution. So now we're going to talk about mistake number 2. And that is, I have my little notes here, is chronic stress is keeping the weight on. In fact, that's where the belly bloat is. That's where the belly fat is when you have too much stress around the belly. And what's causing this is because you're a woman, we carry everybody else's pain, don't we? We care about everybody else, and we hold on to this pain, and we feel it as stress. That is so common when you're a woman or you're a mom. You're just thinking about everyone else all the time. And then what happens is by the end of the day, everyone's asleep and you're still thinking about everyone else's problems. And so you don't get a good sleep. And if you don't get a good sleep, the problem is you can't lose weight when you're sleeping. When you sleep, that's the time to lose the weight because you're not eating. So the solution is, here's the solution. What I want you to do is I want you to practice taking a step back and getting outside in nature and being mindful of, what do I want? How do I want my next 1 year, 5 year, 10 years to look like? Okay? And so when you start dreaming about your hopes and dreams, what is not working for you that's stopping you to get your hopes and dreams? So then you think about, okay, well, if that's stopping me, I'm going to stop doing that. But what can I do to move me towards my hopes and dreams? So this really does mean taking a step back, thinking about yourself, which is not selfish because it's time for you. All right. It's time for you. Remember, you've given to everybody else. It's your time. Take your step back and go, okay, what do I really want? And you know what? It's okay if you don't know that right now. But the first step is thinking about it. And then what's not working, stop that. What can work, start that. So that's mistake number 2. So the third common mistake that I see women do that are trying to lose weight and can't lose weight is you know what? You're too busy to even focus on what your best diet is. And basically you're following what your neighbor's doing or what you heard was working, but really you are not your neighbor. And you know what? The ketogenic diet may not work for you, which I'm not really a fan of, by the way. And if anyone has any questions on that, I'm happy to share my viewpoint on the keto diet. But anyways, you are different. And so you've got to actually find what's going to work for you. So That's the key. And so what's not going to work for your neighbor? So I'm going to give you some clues right now. The first one is, what is your ancestry? So what generations past, what have my ancestors eaten? Because really, you're still genetically the same. And so those foods will likely be very compatible to you. The second thing is, if you have a health condition, we need to really address that, because your diet needs to be different. So for example, if you have hypothyroidism, you must eliminate all soy, fermented soy, regular soy. That has to be out of your diet. If you have autoimmune disease, you must eliminate all grains and all dairy until you fix your autoimmune, which you can, and it starts with fixing a leaky gut. Then you start to introduce those things. So you don't want to put those in to begin with. If you have arthritis, you must eliminate nightshades. They will trigger the arthritis. So this is how we need to kind of change our diet based on your ancestry and any health conditions that you have. Okay, so now I'm going to move into the next one, and that is, I see this all the time. Okay, this is like so important. You're eating when you're not hungry. Okay, like you eat. The thing is though, when you're hungry, you eat. But if you're not hungry and you're eating, that's a problem. And I want you to really recognize, next time you grab a meal, take a step back. Am I truly hungry? Or am I bored? Is everyone else eating? Is it time to eat? No, don't eat. Your body has enough fuel in the body. You're not going to starve. Believe me, you have enough fuel in the body to carry you through. So again, take a step back, be mindful. Am I hungry or not? If you're not hungry, don't eat. And when you do finally eat, I want you to take your time eating and register that you're 80% full, okay? Not over full. Again, that's too much food for the body. You will not lose weight. So you have to practice, am I truly hungry? And am I eating just enough? Because you're not going to starve. You'll be able to eat later, so don't worry about it. So that is so key. So practice that, okay? Now the last one is something that really helped me actually recover my health and many of my clients, and that is you're toxic, all right? Toxicity is stopping you from losing weight. I know that because if you're more than 20 pounds overweight, you have toxins sitting in your tissues, primarily your fat tissues, and they're causing chronic inflammation. If your body is always inflaming, you're gonna have a really hard time to lose weight. So just recognize that you're toxic. Okay, so what do we need to do? The first step is stop putting toxins in your body. So allow the body to clean out. It does have the ability to do that. When it does, it can start to burn fat. But until you do that, it's not gonna burn fat. So for my clients, I give them a checklist. They know exactly where the toxins are coming from. It's like a no-brainer, and they stop putting them in. All right, but you have to know where they're coming from. The second thing is you've got to do a detox. You've got to clear these toxins out. You have to clean the body to then heal and seal it in. You will effortlessly lose weight, okay, when you do that, because you're making room for new cells and your body's not inflaming. It's like the simplest thing to do, all right? So for my clients, what I do is I actively put them on a set of drops. It starts to clear away the toxicity so that they stop inflaming, so that they can lose the weight effortlessly. This is not difficult. You just have to know what to do. It's so simple. And believe me, it's not your fault. This is how you're built. You're built to take care of everybody else, but not yourself. I totally understand. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I want to take care of everybody. But if we keep doing that, we don't take care of ourselves, we're not a good role model. We're going to get overweight. You know what? We're going to be grumpy, and we're not going to be good to be around anyway. So our family's not going to want us. We want to be with our families, don't we? We want to spend time with our families. But guess what? You've been taking care of everybody else for so long. I am giving you the permission right now to start taking care of yourself. Okay, and it starts now, because you know what? When you do, your life will change. You will get your hopes and your dreams. You will get them, but you have to start now. So I hope that today's been really helpful. If you want me to pull together some ideas for you, please send me a message. I am here to help you because I totally get it. I was where you were. We need to stop this. We need to start taking care of ourselves. And you know what? Your family will be very happy that you did as well, because you're going to have more energy. You'll be a better mom, a better wife, a better person to be around. All right? So I hope this has been helpful. Please share this with others. Send me a message. If you're struggling, oh my gosh, let's set up a free call. I can get you started with things that will change your life immediately for that transformation to happen, and you can have your best life, all right? So please share this with others. I hope you enjoyed this today, and I'll see you next week between 3:30 and 4 o'clock to go through Wellness Wednesdays with Michelle so that you eat, move, and live to have a fit and healthy life. Okay, we'll catch you next time.